Hello. Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Why am I doing that? Let me get that out of my way. I'm still in the mode from from last night. The other game we were playing. I was like, wait a minute, I don't need a keyboard for this. Oh yeah. Let me go over here. Let me just peek at something real quick. Okay, so I have a lot of other recipes I could go through. I just need to learn them. Okay, let me go ahead and get... Jesus, that's loud. Hold on a second. Turn that down a smidgen. That book slamming was super loud. Okay, and then I have... Okay, so we switched to the other thing. Okay. But how is everyone doing this Monday afternoon? Spirit and I and a couple other folks were becoming repo experts yesterday. I would say after a couple rounds, Spirit is a super expert. We're going to have to play that one together more often. I like the way I was describing it to Prometheus last night, and I don't know if you agree, but it feels like, especially since you can kill the monsters, if you get the right stuff, but it feels like Lethal Company, but like less threatening. Does that make sense? Like when we played Lethal Company, I was like in forever, like fight or flight mode. But with Repo, like I don't know if it's the characters. I don't. Yeah, panic mode exactly. I don't know what it is, but like in Repo, like there is that panic there of getting caught by a monster and getting killed, of course, but it's not like an overrunning panic that like the entire game you're just in a state of oh my god. And I like that. I like that it is like that. It's a little more it's a little more relaxing to...
Hey chef, just leaving your delivery here.
Okay, that was echoey. It's a little more relaxing to play. Like I don't feel as... Because there were a couple matches, not where Spirit was playing, but when I was playing with my husband and her husband, there were a couple matches where I was like the last one there, and yes, I was panicking, but I managed to achieve what needed to be achieved, which would not happen in Lethal Company. You would be... If I was the last one standing, we're up creek. Okay. Okay, let's start with those, and then I just want to see, what is this? What is this? Meat and accompaniments. Oh, is this one that I made? This is a recipe that I made. Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm going to pin this one so I can learn it. But yeah, because I know a lot of people are knocking it because it's like, which, it's just like the Friday the 13th game. When that game was out, and it wasn't like the first of its kind, but the 4v1 thing wasn't super popular, and the next thing you know, like Dead by Daylight and all these other ones come out, and they're like essentially a copy. Maybe they're a better copy, I don't know. But yeah, everyone's dogging on it because it's like a Lethal Company, copy or whatever. But I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And I like in this repo game, I like that it's actually very simple because I've seen a few videos, but it's actually very simple that you can kill these monsters if you have the right power-ups or do the right stuff. So I like that that is a thing. I also like, which I haven't tried it out yet, but I would love to play that game on stream. Um, but I have not decided if I want to do, which I guess I could do both. There's no rules, I suppose. But I haven't decided if I want to do the single player and multiplayer on stream or both. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I love how I made a recipe and just forgot that I made a recipe. I need some dried oregano. There we go. But yeah, I like it. I think it's cute. Breadcrumbs. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Oh, whoops. Do all the steps. Ta-da. Perfect. But yeah, I love how I made this recipe and I completely forgot that I made this recipe. It's just been sitting in the cookbook forever. Let me go ahead and get a pan.
Hey, how are you?
There we go. I was like, wait a second. Set those right there. And now we'll handle this. But yeah, I think that's fun. We'll definitely have to, all four of us, play that some more together. And then Prometheus bought it for a friend of his, and then there's another streamer friend of ours that said he has it, and when he has time, he would love to play. It's fun. All the yeah, and it has, and I mean, heck, if we all got together, I believe you can have 6 people in the lobby. So, nice. Okay.
We need your help if we are to perform at our best.
The only problem is, and it's a small problem actually. It was definitely alleviated by having Spirit's husband host the lobby instead of one of us. When hubby and I tried to play in the same house and one of us was hoping, there was some massive lag. There was a little bit of lag last night on our end, but it wasn't horrible. It was way worse earlier in the day when it was just the two of us. Oh, yeah, that's our new chef. Chef number 2 is starting today. I had the weirdest thing happen today that annoyed me. I've never seen it before in my life. Um, you know how you have eye doctors and whatnot. Um, the eye doctor that I go to in town here where I live, I last went last year for an eye exam, and they sent me like a text message like, "Hey, it's been a year since your last eye exam. You should make an appointment." Blah blah. And I'm like, "Okay, I will when I have time or whatever." And then today, I get a phone call and a text message saying that they made an appointment basically on my behalf, and they were asking me to confirm it. And I was like, "What in the heck?" And then I said no, because I was like, well, great. Now I have to reschedule an appointment that I didn't ask for. So I said no to the text message, and it gives me a link to reschedule. I click on the link to reschedule, and it goes to their website, and it says appointment not found. So I'm just going to assume that the appointment's no longer there since I said no. But yeah, I've never seen that before. It's like, don't make an appointment on my behalf. Like, I appreciate the initiative, but at the same time, it's like, maybe I've moved to another doctor. Maybe I need to do it later in the year. Like, I don't want to have to spend time rescheduling an appointment that I did not make because y'all just preemptively decided to schedule an appointment for me. Like, I just found that so strange. Why do y'all look so depressed? Good lord. Anyway. But yeah, I was very annoyed. And then my husband was supposed to have an appointment with them today, and I guess he forgot to like confirm the appointment in the text message, so they canceled his appointment. So he's got to reschedule his now. So I don't know what's going on. They seem like a good doctor's office. I didn't have a problem with them when I went, but that's just weird. I feel like mine was the weirder situation of the two, but you know, never in my life have I had an eye doctor, dentist, whatever, like make an appointment for me on my behalf and then be like, "Hey, can you come to this appointment?" And it was at like 11:40 in the morning on a Monday, and it's like, I have a job. And while I am fortunate and I have a flexible job that like if I needed to take like an hour or so to go to an appointment, I could. Unless it's an emergency, I absolutely do not like taking appointments in the middle of the weekday. Like, now if I can do it after I get off work, that's fine. But, yeah. Like, I'm super confused. Oh, wait, I need to read. Okay. So I'm going to have him do this. And then I'm going to have her.
Very well, chef.
I know, you want to work with me.
Yes, chef.
Y'all gotta learn how to do stuff. So don't sass me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do the cooking of the stuff once he finishes. Anyway. But yeah, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I just think that you should not do that. Like, don't do that. Like, I appreciate the gesture, kind of, but don't do that. Because I hadn't decided, which, you know, is I guess is terrible since I just got new glasses last year. But I don't know. In my family, and I guess hubby, you know. Yeah, it was. Which they're a good doctor's office, don't get me wrong. I just don't want people making appointments on my behalf. It was Advanced Vision is the name of the office. And yeah, they're great there, but just like don't make appointments on my behalf and, you know, not anyway, you know, I guess in hubby's family they, you know,
Don't have anything to do.
right, exactly, cuz you don't know. But What was I gonna say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, in his family, I guess apparently they went to the eye doctor like every year, which maybe we should have been. I don't know, but in my family we didn't do that. Oh, cool. We didn't do that. So like since I just saw them last year and got a new pair of glasses, I'm just kind of like I feel like I don't necessarily need another eye exam yet. Like maybe I could do it every other year, but I don't know. It's not that I don't care about my eyes cuz I do, and I do care about the fact like, this or last year when I, got my driver's license renewed is the first time ever I had to wear my glasses to pass the test. So obviously I know that my one eye, because it's not both eyes, just one. I know that my one eye is getting funkier, and I don't want that to happen, but, um, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the consensus is on that. But yeah, I just found that extremely weird. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you have contacts, yeah, absolutely. You probably have to go more regularly. Which, I will say too, I need to be wearing my glasses more regularly. Because I started out being like, oh, I'll just try to wear them while I'm working. And then more often than not, even though they're sitting right in front of me, I forget to wear them. And it's just like, well, that's really helpful, isn't it? And then I have taken, and I took the extra step this time that, like, my sunglasses are also prescription. So if I go out in sunglasses, those are prescription too. But, okay, let me have him go ahead and make another
You know me well. I love that
couple of
ingredient.
those.
I'll do my best, chef. Right away, chef.
Girl, listen, I know you hate it. I know. But, oh wait, I need the tray mabob. Wait. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Never mind. I was thinking of that damn soup that I absolutely hate. That I took off the menu. I was like, what is happening here? Anyway. That's my rant today. Because, yeah, I've just, like, I would think that's a faux pas. Like, I understand they're probably trying to keep you as a patient and whatnot, and it's like, I'm not saying I won't go back, but damn, don't make the appointment for me. Because, yeah, they don't know my schedule or anything like that, so they picked an appointment time and a day that, doesn't work for me unless I'm willing to take off work. Which, luckily, from looking, like, they do have days where they have appointments at, like, 3, which would work for me, because I get off at 2. But, you know, put that there for a second.
I don't know what to work on.
Well, at the moment, nothing, sir. At the moment, we good. But yeah, anywho, you know,
I love cooking that. Very well, chef.
Yes, chef.
anyway, rant over. Oh my goodness. Speaking of cooking, I made like it was called a shortcut shepherd's pie last night. It was super good. I think Luke, never mind. Sorry, I heard something behind me. I think Prometheus liked it pretty good. Because he doesn't like mashed potatoes, so I went with that recipe because I was like, ooh, it's shepherd's pie, but without mashed potatoes. And it turned out pretty good. Alright, let me put this over here to get a thing. Grab that. Put that back. Not there. Here. Thank you. Okay. Oh, the damn tomatoes. Keep forgetting that dish has the tomato thingy in it. There we go. Which at least I don't have to chop them.
I'll take it to the table.
Okay, let me clean some pans real quick. But yeah, I might try out the single player on Repo and see how I like it. But I feel like a game like that wouldn't be as fun playing it by yourself. Might be good for practice, though, I would say. Oh, whoops. I accidentally had him make more
I
green
don't have
beans.
anything to do, chef.
Okay. Make some meatballs. And then I need garlic, onion, and I need that. I do believe. No! Damn it. Screwed that up. Son of a biscuit. Okay, hold on. I gotta get another garlic.
I'm available if you need anything.
Give me just a minute, because I'm going to put you guys to work. I can see the thing. There we go. I need crushed garlic, not chopped garlic. Okay. Okay, and then let me get the parsley. Okay. Okay. So meatballs, if I remember correctly, makes 3.
Working with that ingredient is so
Have him
fun.
do that again, and then...
Chef.
Because I forgot this makes 3 portions. I always forget that when I make the spaghetti and meatballs. But it is nice. I like the soups and the stuff like spaghetti. I think I said that before, where you get 3 portions out of it, or multiple portions out of it. I'll just put them over there to start with. And then I'll put this right here for a minute. Let that get going. Okay. Actually, I'm trying to think. Okay, he's almost done.
You
Okay.
know I can help out, right?
Ugh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that's weird. It won't let me, Huh. That's interesting. It won't let me take the pan.
Let me do something, chef. Please, anything.
Hmm. Tomatoes. Get that out of here. You know what I think's funny? When you get enough chefs, eventually you have to sign one to like wash dishes during service. And I find it really funny that they don't actually wash the dishes because like the dirty pots and stuff here. Is that glitched? Oh god. I find it really funny that they don't actually wash the dishes.
I'm here, chef.
Okay, now it
Please,
says I can grab it. Actually, while that's cooking, I'll go ahead and do some spaghetti. I know, they look so depressing. It's just like, really, guys? Actually, let me do two because I want them to keep their temperature.
Thanks, Chef. I'll take it. Dish served.
Yeah, they look all depressed and abused over there, and it's like, excuse me. Like, you're doing all right. Let me grab this. Oh, shite. I forgot to flip it. My bad. Well, that one's gonna be a little funky. Pardon. Pardon me, I forgot there was a flip. That one's gonna be a little weird. Okay, yep. That one's gonna be the crappy one. My bad. And obviously, if this were a real restaurant, I would never do that. It would get recooked. But in the context of this restaurant, you know, I don't know what tomato coulis is. I need to look that up because I'm genuinely curious and I just have no clue.
I'm available if you need me, Chef.
And obviously, if this was a real restaurant, you'd want to get all the food out at the same time. But for the sake of relaxing play, this is not bad.
I'll take that right away.
And it's so much faster now. Which I think we could see an improvement yesterday from like the last service we did when our first chef like finally leveled up to the one we did at the beginning. Major improvement. Major improvement. And this is probably the last table of this service, I would assume.
I'm available if you need me, Chef.
All right. I can't imagine ordering like just meatballs. Not that meatballs aren't delicious, but like they'd have to be some decent sized meatballs for me to be like, I want my entire meal to be meatballs. And everything else is fine. There we go. Package up the extra. Alright. Service is finished. Right. Awesome. But yeah, I need to get some of these recipes learned because I totally forgot about that part. And it's like, yeah, if we want other stuff to be able to sell, I kind of need to learn the recipes, which I need to look. Hold on a second. Let me look at his progress thing because his is related to. Okay. 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 Hmm. Okay, I'll keep that for the moment. Okay, so we'll work on those. We got a gold coupon. So we'll learn one of those recipes next.
I'll collect all your products and be right over.
Yeah. I don't understand why our responsibility keeps going down, because I'm literally doing the same thing I did in my other game. Be testing my patience. Alright. Wait for our stuff to arrive here. Ugh.
It's Max. I just put your order in the storeroom.
So magical. Okay, so let's pin one of those recipes we want to learn that he wanted. This one. Oops. God dang it. I hate that when I press the wrong button. There we go. Let's pin this one and learn it real quick. Of course, classic. And then we need mussels. Excellent. Put those over here. I need some pepper. Never thought about seasoning mussels with white pepper. Or, I'm sorry, black pepper. I never thought about that before. Ah, this is the first recipe we've worked with on this playthrough that has the cover function. So we're gonna have to cover this for half the time it's cooking. After we put our stuff in there. Oh, wait. There we go. I love how I just said that and then forgot to put my stuff in there. Typical. Okay. I feel like this is an odd thing to eat french fries with. I wouldn't think of pairing those two together. Ta-da! Somebody can take that home for dinner. And actually, that one didn't take very long. I probably have time to learn the other one. Ooh, do I have a pasta machine? I might need a pasta machine. I need a pasta machine. To the office.
I hope you're well, Chef.
Oh, there it is. Right? It was a pasta machine, wasn't it? Or wait, that's a... I need this. And I'm gonna go ahead and get one of those too, because I feel like I'm gonna need that. Hold on, surprise visitor. You're gonna have to hold on a second. I'm doing stuff. Gotta walk with purpose. Okay. Ah. Flour that shit up. Oh, we got two people at the door. Hmm. Okay. dough has been mixed. It's time to start preparing it. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this. It's been a minute. Okay. Dough is ready. Okay. Okay. I vaguely remember that part. Dough is not thin enough. Okay. So let's flatten gently. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We're making spaghetti. See, I knew we'd need a pasta machine. I knew it. I knew it.
We need to do something to improve the restaurant, chef.
Okay, we've salted it out. I was about to say, please take the pot. Put that there.
When the kitchen isn't at the top of its game, the effects are
Da,
felt
da,
among the
da, da,
customers.
da, da, da. There's some big clams. I don't think I've ever cooked with wine or any kind of alcoholic beverage. I don't know if I would be able to do it right. Because I know usually when you cook with alcohol, the goal is to like burn it out. So it doesn't taste like alcohol, obviously. I don't know if I could do it. Okay, so that makes 4 of those. That's good to know. Just put those there for a sec. Okay, then I'm going to need 1. It has been quiet in here today, guys. Does everybody have the Monday morning
Shall we
ugh?
improve some aspects of the restaurant, chef?
Oh yeah, let me know what you find out after you talk to Laura, Spirit. What kind of numbers she comes back with. Because you were talking to her, you were gonna reach out to her this week, you said, right?
If you want the best out of us, we need to know
Stir,
you got
stir,
our back.
stir. We have completed the recipe. And now the clams are small. I'll leave the plating as is for the moment. I don't want to fiddle with that at this time. Okay.
We really need to do something to improve the restaurant.
Okay, so we want to do one more service for the road here. One more service. Yeah, for sure, for sure. She's in Massachusetts. Yeah. Y'all look so depressed. I cannot.
Let me do something, chef. Please, anything.
Oh, that's good. Are you, when you say best way, do you mean like flying or driving or, I assume?
We have a new table of customers, chef. You know I love prepping fish. Right away, chef.
I love how he says, I love prepping fish, and then I give him fish, and he's like, eh. It's like, sir, this is your dish. This is what you wanted. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, that's tough. Is she gonna fly for sure, or is she not decided yet? Or is she driving? Okay.
I'm here, chef. Make use of me.
I will as soon as we get an order. Okay, he's working on the fish. Just go ahead and wash this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's a little ways away. Are you planning to take the kiddos, or are you going to leave the kiddos with someone? There it is. chef.
Anyone need a hand?
As I say, there should be a friggin'... There should be another order here shortly, hopefully. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a two-person table. Kind of forgot my flip,
I
but
don't
not.
have anything to do, Chef.
I know, ma'am. You're about to get something to do. Chill out. Chillax, if you will. Because when I don't have all three chefs, or when they're not fully trained, I don't want them prepping ahead of time and then it's the wrong thing. Okay.
Very well, Chef.
I'll do my best, Chef.
Right
Very well,
away,
Chef.
I say, I would think that wouldn't be difficult. Y'all are chopping stuff and making balsamic vinegar and sugar. That is the easiest thing you could do.
Here it goes.
Yeah, and you guys all have to figure out how long you're going to be gone to. What day of the week is that? The 26th? Since I can't see a calendar. Saturday? Yep. You guys all have to figure that out. How long you're going to be gone. Slice them tomatoes faster. Let's go. Okay. And then they're making those. Oh yeah. Let me get the basil. Exactly. Yeah. I agree.
I don't know what I should work on, Chef.
I'm going to pause that just a second. I just need to do something real quick, guys. Pardon me. I'm trying to... I wouldn't say heal a scar is the right word, but I'm trying to diminish a couple scars that I have, and I got this stuff that I'm trying out, and it says you can see results in as little as 2 weeks, but you have to put it on like 4 times a day. Okay. I'm hoping that it works, because if it does, I will be very impressed. Oops. Okay, there's that one. Okay. Okay, 2 meatballs, sorry. Get these out of here. But yeah, anyway, I hope to see that this stuff works. It says you should see some kind of improvement in as little as 2 weeks, so I'm going to try my best to, do my due diligence. I've made phone alarms on my phone so I can remember to put it on.
Here it goes.
Okay. Clean up some pots real quick. Okay. Okay, that's the stuff for that. I will need that. And then I will need that. And those. Okay.
Do you need my help for anything?
There we go. Look at me cleaning up after myself. Okay, and then she's got the meatballs. Make those real quick.
I don't know what to work on.
stuff down for this.
You know I can help out, right?
I got in the quiet cooking zone.
I'll take it to the table.
I'll get them going in just a second. There we go.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
I'll do my best, chef.
Hit all three of these at the same time.
It's off to the table. Thank you. I'll serve that right now.
Okay.
That's my speciality. You're going to love it.
Man, some of this stuff takes longer to make than others. Ugh.
I need a challenge, chef.
You think you need a nap? Are you getting sleepy watching the cooking? Is it making you tired? I feel that. I feel like Mondays in general are just like, I'm tired and I don't give a damn. That's just what Mondays do.
this serve?
Okay. Let me wash one of these so I can move that other dirty pot real quick. Alright. Actually, let me wash one more dirty pot because I'll go ahead and get the green beans out of the pot while that's happening.
I'm here, chef. Make use of me.
Alright. Now we got everything set up.
I need a challenge, chef.
I know. But I don't think there's any more tables. So you'll have to get a challenge another day, madame. Ta-da! Ta-da! But yeah, I gotta figure out why the responsibility and stuff's down in the restaurant, because I don't understand that.
I'll serve that right now. We did a good job today.
Yay!
Better tomorrow.
Sure. Okay. Oops. Go ahead and end this day. Okay. Now before I forget, since we're about to stop here for the day, let's see. What do I want to swap out? Let's do that, and then we'll leave like one easy one. That'll work. Ugh, but anywho, ugh, I'm with Spirit. It's a tired Monday. But I think I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for the afternoon. I hope everyone has a good rest of their week and a good rest of the day. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye, guys.